back to another beer review from Podcast Conditioned. My name's Mike Copera. Today we've got a really special beer just released here in the Midwest, something we all really kind of look forward to around this time of year. It's a winter seasonal. They suggest maybe about a 6-month shelf life on this guy because it's a hoppy. It's Bell's version of the Double IPA Pale Ale style. So it's brewed with honey as well, according to this, and it's 10% ABV. Now I got this guy from our new sponsor. I just talked to Junior a couple days ago about this. I was excited that it was coming out. Junior is the owner of the Puerto Rico Food and Liquors, located in Chicago. So if you're in the city here in Illinois and you want some really great beers, he's really stocking up a great selection, and he's located at 2559 West Augusta, and that is at the intersection of like Rockwell and Augusta. And like I said, just ask for Junior. Give him a call over there, 773-342-2678, and also follow them on Twitter. They can be found at PRFL2559, which is their initials and then their address. So go to Puerto Rico Food and Liquor. The first thing I want to do is first let's note this great beer. It's a very iconic label. Like I said, here in the Midwest, we look forward to this beer to come out every year, and it's pretty much always been this label as far as I know. So I'm pretty excited to open it up again. I actually did open one last night just to I didn't have time to record, so I couldn't help but open one. So it's one of my favorites. So again, let's take a look at how this goes. I'm gonna see if I can get any smoke out of there. Here we go. We got a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me hold the bottle up so you can get a good look of the logo. Let me make sure I'm getting a good shot. All right, and so I mean, the bottle was being held out way over there, and I could still smell the hops coming out. It's so basically, to tell you a little bit about this beer as I'm pouring it, it started out, they start out brewing this thing with like 6 different hop varieties in the brew kettle that culminate with like a massive dry hop with an addition of Simcoe hops, which is really an aromatic type of style of hops. So it gives it a really floral smell. It's a very popular style of hops out of the Pacific Northwest. So it gives a lot of great smells. It's very floral, and it gives a lot of do not want to spill one drop of this. So you can even smell a little bit of grapefruit before I even get it close to my nose. I can smell this stuff. It is up there with hops. It's, again, one of my favorites. But if you notice, I don't know if you could tell, I'm going to try to hold this up a little bit closer, but this is such a clear beer. There's not a lot of sediment in it. It's very filtered. I've got it in my livery glass, another Michigan brewery that I really love. So do not want to spill this. So it's got, you know, a tiny layer, maybe a 1/4 inch of foam head on here, but there's a lot of natural carbonation going through. You can see a lot of the bubbles going up through the middle of this glass, and this really smells great, and I can't wait to get another taste of this. But it is not really a session beer, so you don't want to have a lot of them in one night. You will feel it the next day. It's 10%, so they're pretty strong. So when I say session beer, you're probably, you know, wanting to go closer. Sometimes they can start down low to like 4.5 or so, but it could you know, maybe realm into the 5.5, almost 6% to where you're getting a little higher end on the session beers. But this is definitely not one of those. You want to have maybe 1 or 2 and then enjoy something else. It's going to give you a very like dry mouth. It's got a very dry taste to it, if I remember correctly. But let's go ahead and taste it again on camera so that we can kind of share this together. Yeah, it's very dry. Just like in a previous review I did, the Daisy Cutter, if you just run this your tongue on the top of your mouth, it's very sandpapery feeling. So that's what you get from your more bittery dry beers. But this is such a hopped up beer, but it's also got a very biscuity taste or a flavor to it. There's a lot of bready notes to it, and there's something in the smell that I'm not really, and you can actually taste the sweetness in the honey that they've added. You can tell that is that's a pretty prominent flavor actually in this beer. So it's really flavorful, and with all the different styles of hops that they use, including the floral ones that they grabbed the Simcoe from the Pacific Northwest. It's a great beer, and go grab yourself some if you've got anyone, if you're out of town or not from the Midwest and you have friends that live here, get them to ship you some of this stuff as a trade. It is well worth it. Do not sell it on the black market. I'm not a fan of that, and I don't think that is something that people should be doing. I think if you pay for a beer and you're willing to trade another beer for one that was already paid for as well, that's fine. But trading is different. I don't think selling beers that are rare online is something that people should be doing. It's something that the brewery does, and they do well, so let them do the selling, and you just enjoy this beer. Join us on those Google Plus Hangouts that we do every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time. You could just find me on Google Plus. Just look up the email address at podcask.conditioned@gmail.com. So just add me into your circles. I'll add you back. And that way, when we're doing those live shows, or sometimes I do live beer reviews, if you see me doing that, jump on. Let's discuss the beer. If you guys have another beer, right in front of you, who cares if it's different from the one I'm reviewing? Let's have a discussion. It's all about what everyone else likes. Everyone's got a different opinion of a single beer. This might be a beer that somebody doesn't really care for that much. There's a lot of people I know that are friends of mine that are beer fans, but they just don't like hoppy beers. Doesn't mean this is a bad beer. It doesn't mean what they like isn't good. But everybody's different. So let's share a beer online and join us on those hangouts. Follow me on Twitter at podcastco, and I'm also on Facebook. So friend us there, or like us on Facebook, I should say. So let's cheers to another great beer. And again, as always, there's tons of great beers out there, so go try something new. Cheers.